Have you ever wondered why, despite your best efforts, what you want most seems to slip through your fingers just when you think it's within reach? How is it that the more you chase your desires, the more they seem to evade you? It turns out that sometimes the secret to getting what you want isn't about doing more. It's about what you're unknowingly doing wrong. Most people think repelling your desires looks like actively pushing them away, sabotaging with self-doubt, negative thinking, or giving up too soon. But often, we build energetic walls in more subtle, hidden ways. We unconsciously twitch, flinch, or step away when closure nears, and our unconscious reacts with habits, beliefs, and blind spots that shut out what we crave. In trying to protect ourselves, we end up blocking our own success, relationships, and deeper fulfillment. Let's start with self-image, the story you tell yourself about who you are and what you deserve. If your inner script says you're not good enough, too broken, or undeserving, your mind, body, and emotions anchor around it. Every time an opportunity appears, great job, passionate relationship, creative breakthrough, you hesitate. You doubt. You talk yourself out of it. Your nervous system interprets that script as truth and withdraws, even before real rejection happens. You can't see it, but you're repelling it unconsciously. Then comes the fear of change. You might desire something spectacular, a new career, deep love, meaningful impact, but the idea of shifting your current patterns is terrifying. The nervous system finds safety, even in mediocrity. Comfort zones are magnets, so even when you walk toward what you crave, a subtle panic sets in. You procrastinate, get distractions, or feel sick. That isn't coincidence. It's your brain protecting you from stepping outside its known boundaries, even if those boundaries are your jail. Another key way we push things away is the pursuit of perfection. You say, it has to be perfect. Then you delay, over-research, over-prepare, over-edit. You edit joy out of life. The outcome: you delay launch after launch, shelf books, stall relationships, freeze dreams. What you want gets frustrated and walks away. And you feel defeated. But it's not failure, it's fear disguised as high standards. Let's talk about hidden beliefs. Affirmations may sound nice, but if you haven't uprooted the subconscious tree, they land like fluffy slogans. You say, I deserve abundance, while your core belief says, I wasn't worthy as a kid, so abundance isn't safe. That hidden code runs the show. Every investment you make, every bold ask you come up with, is instantly interrogated by that internal judge. And when it fails the test, it's back to square one. Even your physical state plays a role. Chronic stress, poor sleep, disconnected body awareness, all of these afflict the body's energy and coherence. When your physiology is fragmented, your brain signals conflict to the universe. That incoherence doesn't attract alignment, it repels it. You might pray for clarity, then scramble through mornings feeling foggy, distracted, irritable. You can't manifest structure or flow if your vessels are leaking. And don't forget emotional cutoff. You want love, but you can't feel it unless you allow yourself to feel grief, shame, loneliness, fear. You might say you want depth, but you swallow your tears, your rage, your true longing. You filter, you hide, you autopilot. That keeps your emotional frequency low, and frequency is like a signal. Disconnected energy doesn't resonate with vibrancy. So love floats by you, waiting for you to wake up, and you repel it by protecting yourself from discomfort. Even your language repels. You say, I want success, but I'm so busy. I wish for health, but I don't have time. I dream of travel, but my schedule's set. Your words track your reality, not the other way around. And so your mouth whispers, no, before your heart even says, yes. You broadcast repulsion with every I can't, maybe later or someday. Another pattern is misaligned action. Someone says, take action, and you start doing connected or reactive. Are you creating with presence or frantically grasping at fragmented goals? Are they stepping stones or chaotic distractions? If your doing isn't conscious, it destabilizes your matrix. Instead of magnetizing, you generate noise. And the universe responds to your coherence or your chaos. Lastly, there's the silence of unspoken desires. You hold back. You hide what you want. You pretend you're fine with less, or you rationalize it. I know someone who has it worse. So you stay available for less or settle. You communicate with silence, extended plateaus, stalled vision, hidden vibrancy. But life responds to what's observable. If your desire remains unexpressed in your energy signature, it can't find form. If this resonates, try this experiment. Pick one longing, something that matters to you. Notice every time you hesitate, every time your body shrinks, your mind debates, or your emotional fire dies. Observe quietly, without judgment, just mapping the pattern. Then ask, what's behind this hesitation? Shame, fear, old story. Once you name it, the friction softens. Awareness is always the beginning of change, because more than belief or action, what draws your desires is presence. When your mind, body, and spirit align, your energy emits a signal of readiness. Clear, emphatic, coherent. I want this. And that signal invites the universe to respond. But when even one part is out of sync, your system broadcasts not safe, not enough, try later. And your deepest desires gyrate out of reach. So, I want to ask you, what is one desire you've been longing for, and what's a small way you've been repelling it? Your insight could be the light someone else has been waiting for. Let's break this pattern together. Most people are searching for complex solutions to simple, energetic problems. We chase strategies, techniques, endless productivity hacks, and self-help advice when the truth is, what you want isn't as far away as it seems. It's hovering around you, but your invisible resistance keeps pushing it back. Let's talk about one of the biggest blocks, attachment. The desperate clinging to a desire often generates the very energy that repels it. Think about it. When you want something so badly that your identity depends on it, you send out a vibration of lack. Your energy says, I don't have this yet, and I'm incomplete without it. The universe reads that frequency, not your words, and it responds accordingly, giving you more of the feeling of lacking it. The problem isn't desire itself. Desire is sacred. It's a compass. But when desire mutates into craving, into desperation, it converts into resistance. It's no longer a magnetic force pulling reality toward you. It becomes a wall of expectation so thick that even when opportunity knocks, you're too anxious to answer the door. The irony is that most people repel what they want because they refuse to become the version of themselves who would naturally attract it. You might crave love, yet refuse to open your heart. You want abundance, but won't release scarcity habits. You chase success while holding on to beliefs that you don't deserve to shine. It's like wanting to swim while gripping the shore. The version of you who has that life lives by a different frequency, a different language, a different posture. And until you embody that version, you'll chase shadows. Fear of visibility is another hidden repeller. Many people desire recognition, meaningful impact, deep connection, but subconsciously, the thought of being fully seen is terrifying. Being seen means being judged, criticized, envied, or misunderstood. So part of you will self-sabotage when attention comes your way. You'll miss deadlines, forget to reply, or hide in, "I'm still working on it." The result? The very recognition you long for slips away. It's also worth recognizing how repelling happens through unresolved past wounds. If an old version of you was hurt, rejected, or humiliated for wanting something big, that trauma stores itself in your nervous system. Now, every time something similar approaches, your system triggers an invisible defense mechanism. You pull away before you even notice it happening. You ghost your own desires. Many people unknowingly repel by surrounding themselves with mirrors of their limitations. They gather friends, mentors, partners, or communities that reflect their doubts back at them. If your inner circle treats your big dreams as unrealistic or downplays your successes, you start believing that story. It's not deliberate. It's energetic resonance. You unconsciously align with the emotional climate around you. There's also the issue of giving away too much energy to the wrong places. You might desire clarity, but you drown yourself in noise. Social media doomscrolling, overstimulation, gossip, endless comparisons. This constant energy leak leaves no coherence for your intention to hold form. An incoherent signal sends mixed messages to the universe. I want this. No, I'm distracted. Wait, maybe this instead. The universe listens to clarity, not confusion, and then comes emotional bypassing. So many people try to stay positive while avoiding their real emotions. They mask anxiety with forced affirmations, drown sadness in distractions, or suppress anger in the name of good vibes only. But energy isn't fooled. The suppressed emotion festers beneath the surface and radiates disharmony. True alignment comes from integrating your shadows, not denying them. Here's something counterintuitive. Sometimes you repel what you want by chasing it too directly. The clearest example, trying to control outcomes, micromanaging every step of the process, obsessing over how and when something should happen, clinging to timelines and specifics. This creates a tension in your energy field that's incompatible with flow. The deepest manifestations often come when you're focused on embodying the state you desire, not the object. So instead of obsessing over the relationship, focus on becoming love. Instead of chasing abundance, focus on becoming receptive, generous, and expansive. Instead of hunting for meaning, live in curiosity and presence. In this space, your vibration lifts and reality organizes itself around you. It's not magic, it's energetic law. Another repelling habit is self-sabotaging success when it arrives. This can look like downplaying compliments, refusing opportunities, or convincing yourself you're not ready. If you've internalized struggle as your baseline, peace feels threatening. Success feels alien, and you unconsciously push it away to return to familiar discomfort. Breaking this requires rewriting your identity from someone who expects struggle to someone who expects alignment. It's important to understand that this isn't your fault. Much of this programming was inherited from family, culture, media, trauma, and collective narratives about what's possible. You were taught to believe in limits. You were conditioned to feel guilty for desiring too much. You learned to mistake struggle for virtue. But the fact you're listening to this now means you're already waking up. So how do you stop repelling and start receiving? The first step is awareness. Begin noticing where you shrink, where you hesitate, where you unconsciously push away what you long for. Write it down. Map your patterns. Awareness disrupts automation. Next, clear the internal noise. This could be through meditation, breathwork, nature immersion, or creative solitude. Silence sharpens your signal. In the quiet, you can hear what your energy is truly broadcasting. You'll notice if your yes is really a no in disguise. Then, recalibrate your language. Speak as someone already aligned. Replace I hope with I'm open to. I wish with I welcome. I want with I'm becoming. Language carries frequency, and your reality responds to it. Finally, embody what you desire. Don't wait for proof or permission. Live in the state now. Feel wealthy in your gratitude, loved in your connections, fulfilled in your presence. This isn't pretending, it's aligning. Reality mirrors frequency. When you match the vibration of your desires, they move toward you naturally. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one way you've noticed yourself unknowingly repelling what you want? Drop it in the comments. And if you realize you've been chasing instead of receiving, struggling instead of aligning, you're not alone. Let's make this a space of honesty, awareness, and collective recalibration.